الدرس الثامن Lesson 8 وصف القلم The description of the pen أهدى إلي سيدي قلما رشيقا من دكن My teacher gifted me an elegant pen of dark color أغلى من اللؤلؤ وأرشقا من القد الحسن More valuable than the pearl and more elegant than good silk هو خير ما يهدى إلى من يبتغي الذكر الحسن It is the best thing that can be gifted for the one who seeks good reputation. يا جبذا تلك العلا How good is that greatness من ماجد حبر الزمن From a glorified ink of time. كم معدم نال به مالا عظيما في المحن How many poor people attain with it plenty wealth in their misfortune. كم صاغر عز به ونال مجدا بالوطن How many humiliated people have been honored with it and gained honor from the nation. كم مفحم ألقى به خطبات سحبان اللسن How many silent people gave eloquent speeches like Sahban the eloquent. كم خامل يسمو به فظل يعرف بالعلن How many unknown people were elevated with it and became well known by the public. قسما به وبمجده آل الإله ذو المنن God the owner of favors took an oath with it and by its nobility. تفرى الأمور بحده ولمجده يعنو الزمن Many matters have been cut which means resolved here with its tip. Time has recognized its glory. يرقى اللديغ بنفثه فيهب يمشي من وسن The bittern is treated with its saliva. It wakens up walking from sleep. يسقى الجديب بنبعه فإذا به روض أغن The dry land gets watered by its spring and suddenly it becomes an enriched garden. سيف ثقيل في الوغى موت ذريع بالرسن It is a shining sword in the battle and a quick death on the leash. So the vocabulary we have here, first we have the word here أهدى إلي سيدي قلما رشيقا من دكن So here we have أهدى أهدى means gifted and that's a past tense رشيقا means elegant دكن is dark color أغلى means more valuable And from the next we have اللؤلؤ which is pearl أرشقا من more elegant than القد الحسن good silk خير means best يهدى gifted the best thing that can be gifted يبتغي is to seek الذكر الحسن good reputation يا حبذا means how good تلك العلا that greatness ماجد is glorified حبر الزمن ink of time معدما or معدم poor people نال attained مالا عظيما plenty wealth المحن misfortune صاغر humiliated people عز became powerful مجدا glory بالوطن from the country مفحم silent people ألقى به means gave خطبات speeches سحبان is an ancient orator اللسن is eloquent خامل is unknown people يسمو به elevated with it فظل remained يعرف well known بالعلن to the public قسما به يعني oath بمجده by its nobility آلة took an oath الإله the God ذو المنن owner of favors تفرى to be cut or resolved الأمور matters بحده by its tip لمجده for its glory يعنو recognizes الزمن time يرقى to be treated اللديغ bitten بنفثه with its saliva الزمن is time يهب wakes up يمشي walking وسن sleep يسقى to be given water الجديب dry land بنبعه from its spring فإذا به and suddenly روض garden أغن enriched سيف sword ثقيل shining الوغى battle موت death and then ذريع is quick and birrasan is on the leash. So now let's look at this poem here. First, it begins by saying that أهدى إلي سيدي قلما رشيقا من دكن. So it talks about how a teacher, the poet is saying that the teacher his teacher gifted him an elegant pen of dark color. So it describes the pen being of dark color. And then he goes on to say like how valuable the pen is to him. So he says that أغلى من اللؤلؤ وأرشقا من القد الحسن. He describes it as this pen to be more valuable than pearl and more elegant than good silk. Now pearl and good silk are two things which are valuable and which are known for its beauty and elegance. So he considers the pen to be much more valuable and more beautiful and elegant than them both. هو خير ما يهدى إلى من يبتغي الذكر الحسن. He says that it is the best thing that can be gifted. Yani, like pen is something, one of the best things that you can gift someone. And then he says, for the one who seeks good reputation, the one who's looking for a good mention among people, pen is the best thing that can be gifted. And the poet continues to glorify the pen and says, يا حبذا تلك العلا من ماجد حبر الزمن. How good is that greatness from glorified ink of time. So the poet is talking about the greatness of the pen and talks about its ink. And then it says, كم معدم نال به مالا عظيما في المحن. Now it talks about how people have benefited from the pen in a way that people who've been poor have been enriched and become wealthy because of this pen. So referring to authors and poets who have become rich, who were once poor, with their work with this pen. كم صاغر عز به ونال مجدا بالوطن. How many humiliated people have been honored with it and gained honor from the nation. People who've been, from a lower society or people who've been humiliated, they've gained honor because of the pen. كم مفحم ألقى به خطبات سبحان اللسان. So people who are silent, people who didn't have a voice, because of the pen and because of what they've written or what they've spoken, they've become eloquent people. كم خامل يسمو به فظل يعرف بالعلن. And many elevated people, they've become known to people because of what they've written or what they've spoken and what they have published with this pen. قسما به وبمجده آل الإله ذو المنن. So here it talks about how in Quran Allah has taken an oath by the pen. The ayah نون والقلم وما يسطرون. This is an ayah in the Quran where Allah takes an oath by the pen. تفرى الأمور بحده ولمجده يعنو الزمن. So many matters have been resolved with its tip. Time has recognized its glory. So this talks about how many problems or many issues have been solved because of the pen. يرقى اللديغ بنفثه فيهب يمشي من وسن. This talks about how the pen has, it says that the bittern is treated with saliva, and here saliva is probably referring to the ink. It wakes up walking from the sleep. So talks about how pen has given life to people. Talking about, probably referring to certain works of poetry or stories that are written by pen, and that has woken up people from the life that they were living. يسقى الجديب بنبعه فإذا به روض أغن. The dry land gets watered by its spring and suddenly it becomes an enriched garden. So this talks about people who had lost hope and just like how a dry water, it comes back to life when you water it, just like that people who have been dead, like not literally dead, but who are living a sad life or who have been down, demotivated because of what this pen has written, they come back to life. سيف ثقيل في الوغى موت ذريع بالرسن. Now here talks about how powerful pen can be. Like it says, it is a shining sword in the battle and quick death on the leash. So pen has the strength to act like a weapon.